Greetings, fellow Insomniacs, and welcome to Insomniac Gaming Theater. I am your host, the Crazy Player. Welcome back to our Just for Fun series for God of War 2018. So, at the end of the last episode, we had successfully traveled to Alfheim and are looking around. Alas, despite the fact we have an upgrade component for our axe, we do not currently have access to a blacksmith to upgrade it. We did get a buttload of experience, so, and also, I'm just kind of, okay, checking around, looking at our items. Yeah. So just to point out, if we look at these, there's, we look at this, there's no anything here, but if we go to this one, you'll notice there are 3 dots here. That indicates, excuse me, I had something in my throat. That indicates the potential level of upgrades. 3 is pretty standard, although I have seen some gear from other people as more. However, none of this gear is better than this gear. So that's part of the reason why I've been saying I'm probably going to wait until we get to rare quality gear, which is blue quality, in order to start looking into seriously acquiring them. Also, we've got really quite a lot of strength. So there's that too. Yeah. We got a buttload of experience. Alas, we can only buy so much of these. So I actually want to look at making sure that we get, okay, we only really have one upgrade we can get for the boyfriend now, so we're going to get that. Oh wow, we've got enough to get this? That's... Sure. It's 2,000. Odd. Do this. And then I think we're gonna hold off any more. We're gonna hold off until we get our axe upgrade. I know I say this all the time. This game is so dang pretty, man. It really adds a lot of verisimilitude. Like, also, the little sound you can hear.
Okay. What is that?
So, this is our first introduction to this kind of thing.
I think you killed it.
That was the plan.
Look up there. Whoa, what's that about?
Not our concern, boy. Focus.
Yeah, but not your concern has a bit of a habit of becoming your.
Boy, over here. What does it say?
Something about an eternal war for the light. I don't get it. If both sides need it, why not just share it?
Greed. You will find it a common cause for war.
They keep murdering the Light Elves.
It is war. The end of one. The robed one's lost.
Oh.
Ah! That's the wrong button.
At the red. What are they attacking us for? We didn't do anything.
More will come.
Ugh. Where's this stuff even come from? Yeah.
So, as indicated, when you have multiple of them like that, you have
Did you say
to
something?
line them up
No.
Oh, okay.
and break them simultaneously. So,
Another cipher piece. I'll see what I can fit together. At least we're getting closer to the light.
oh, for some value of closer.
Wait, is that Sindri?
Compass markers. The compass turns gold. An objective is somewhere in the area. Search the area for clues. Okay.
Atreus, to me.
I'm coming, Both free.
To be perfectly fair, I was hoping the treasure chest was back here, but alright. We are, however, going to go talk to Sindri because we want to get some upgrades.
How are you here before us, dwarf? We were told our path was the only one between realms.
Well, it may be the only way for you to travel, but we dwarves are full of surprises.
That is not an answer.
Ah, hang on to that sense of wonder. There's so little mystery once you've amassed the wealth of arcane knowledge that I have. Where to comb the realms for exotic resources. How to craft them into creations that defy imagination. To the novice, I'm sure it all seems like magic, but... oh, all right. It's magic. Are you happy now?
Sindri, have you always been so...
Clean? Huh. Don't I wish. No, I was just as unsanitary as the next dwarf until the day a Vanir witch set me straight. She discovered with her magic there are hundreds of thousands of tiny beasties on everything around us. Ugh, so small you can't even see them.
No.
It's true. And
Germ
if they get inside you, they make you sick. But the witch told me there's one wood, the oak, that's a natural deterrent. Stops the beasties from spreading. So now, I make all my handles from oak. See? I think of these things. Okay, back to work.
See, I don't know about that oak part, but it is interesting. The reason he is the way he is because he knows about germ theory, and this is what, at least 1,000 years ago.
So how come Brock's blue and you're not?
Boy,
Oh, it's fine. Very good question, actually. You see, my brother's not as careful as I am. In fact, he prefers to work with metals using his own bare hands. No gloves. Says it's the only way he can hear what it wants to be. Touch enough raw silver and it changes your skin irreparably. That means forever. I wouldn't bring it up to him, though. You know how sensitive he can be.
I guess that makes sense.
I love how Kratos gets offended when Atreus asks about Brock being blue.
Sindri, why don't you just make up with your brother already?
Me? Make up with him? Because he's an obstinate pighead incapable of change. Because he says the most terrible things about me just because he's insecure about his own work, which, let me tell you, is subpar. Because he blames me for the things that aren't my fault.
Huh? Like what?
Would you pardon me, please? I need to collect myself.
Okay, so that's the end of the conversation options, but that was really interesting.
Oh, I could use a distraction.
Yes, we are most definitely upgrading the Leviathan axe.
Probably shouldn't let my brother lay hands on it again, but if he does, tell him to temper his steel longer. He's warping the bit work.
Nice. That's going to unlock new skills. Let's see, can we
Master
upgrade?
Atreus, how may I serve?
We need solid Svartalfheim steel. Hopefully we'll find some on the Svartalf
What more
we're
do you
almost
need?
certainly going to be getting into a fight with. Alright. Let's see. R3. Oh, okay. So, lower offense, much more defense, much more vitality. And okay. So yeah, it's lower because it doesn't have a socket. Higher defense and higher runic though. That's very interesting. Yeah. I think the sockets make it so that I'm going to want to keep with this. We're starting to get close to the level of stuff where I have to ask myself if I think we are definitely going to be getting some upgrades soon-ish. Light grip and protection. High perk activation chance of to grant protective barrier, protecting or preventing damage from enemies after launching an enemy into the air. Okay. High perk activation chance of granting gift of strength after launching an enemy into the air. Right. Low perk activation chance of granting Rage Burst on any successful precision throw. Meh. High perk activation chance of granting a gift of strength after any successful precision throw. High perk activation chance of granting Blessing of Runic after successful Executioner's Cleave. Again, none of these are things we really need right now. Dang shame. I don't spend a lot of time launching enemies into the air, but something similar to that could be very useful. We can't get this one because we don't have Dust of the Realms. Just a bit of a shame. Refreshes all runic cooldowns, also passive effect increasing runic. When a runic attack is on cooldown. Okay. Gain a rage burst, also a passive effect that increases the amount of rage gained from combat as a duration, as well as the duration of Spartan Rage. So more rage more often. This is a shockwave that inflicts a moderate amount of stun damage to nearby enemies. Also has a passive effect that restores a small amount of health every time an enemy is stun grabbed. Oh, that's interesting. So basically, every time we do the stun finisher, we get a small amount of healing. Or this one gives us more rage more often. And also gives us a burst of rage when we activate it. Since rage mode actually gives us, healing when we use it, I actually think we are going to go for this. I'm going to equip it. There we go. And we can upgrade it for 10,000. This one requires fancy materials. This one's just a straight upgrade. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm guessing the next one is going to requires money we don't have and materials we don't have, but that's okay. Generate a random. We're good.
Was there something else?
Well, actually, I do want to check. No. Sometimes when you upgrade these, yeah, see, this one has a socket to it. So, all right. Let's see what new things do we have access to? Oh, yes, that can be very useful. That's a good. This area is real hard to get that off with, though. This, on the other hand, I think these two could be really useful. So we're gonna take this, and then map. All right. Well, that was very okay. I'm sorry I spent so much of the episode. Good grief, I spent like 10 minutes on upgrade. My apologies, but it is a thing that needs to be done. And even though this is just for fun, I do kind of like. I like to explain.
I said nothing.
Really? Okay.
I do like to explain the logic behind why I'm doing things that I do.
Did your mother speak of this realm?
Not much. Just that since the elves are always fighting over the light, they kept them isolated. Huh?
Again, I said nothing.
Weird. Could have sworn you said something.
What is it, boy?
Voices. You don't hear that?
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil.
Okay, so that way is towards our goal. Yggdrasil's Dew of Cooldown. A drink from the dew of the world tree brings lasting benefits. Cooldown permanently increased by 2. Nice. That phrasing always amuses me, because in so many of the games I play, you want to reduce your cooldown. But in this case, an increase to your cooldown attribute is what reduces your cooldowns. So, I have to say the boat controls feel a little sluggish. So I kind of wish we could row faster, but obviously. That doesn't seem to be an option, right?
Look, should we try talking to them?
No,
But maybe they need help.
they do not stop us, so they do not concern us.
But
They
maybe...
do not concern us.
Oof. That's on the wrong side. Thought maybe that might have been where we saw the location we saw on the treasure map, but it's tilted wrong.
That must be the Ring Temple.
Alright, we're going to explore around a little bit. I do know there's some
Sad
stuff
the elves
around.
can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child. In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
You know about war, don't you?
Wars are fought for two things: survival or advantage. Battles may be won by the better soldier. Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory.
Yeah. Wars are won, generally speaking, by those with the will to win it. Now, enjoy it. Well, I know there's a chest over there. I saw it for an instant. So,
Get away from him!
okay.
Ready? You're stunned! Almost ready!
Seriously. Crap. There are two of them. Okay. Nice. Maybe if we go around this way, we can get a view. Oh, Can't jump up there. So, wonder, can I... I can. Okay. Yeah. Frost Giant's Frenzy. Yeah, I still like Invaldi's Anvil. That reminds me, we should look about upgrading these. I'm mistaken. Yeah, they both 2,000. Alright. Okay, that's interesting. So then we do this. Neat. Okay, whoever thought up that puzzle, that one gets an A+. Alright, so I know not necessarily super a lot happened this episode, but we are coming up on about 27 minutes, and as I often say, I like to keep these between 25 and 30 minutes. So I'm going to call this episode to a close. I hope to see you next time, and until then, get some rest. Thank you for joining us here at Insomniac Gaming Theater. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to give us a like, subscribe, or support us through the Patreon link in the description.